Welcome to the Field of 68 After Dark's YouTube channel. We are going to be live every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube and on Stadium for the entirety of the spring. Biggest winner of the night for me, no doubt about it, the Lakers. They had a guy that for me is one of the top 3 instant impact guys in this draft, maybe the best instant impact guy in this draft, arguably the second best shooter in this draft, and a guy that was the second best player in all of college basketball this past season, Dalton Knecht, slid all the way to 17th. Jeff, what happened there?
I think it might have been a combination of age, because if you do look at most of those top picks, most of the top guys who went in the top 20 were young. There were only a couple guys. Devin Carter went 13th to Sacramento. He's a fifth-year kid. Edie. Other than that, most of the guys we were talking about really in the top 12, 13, maybe even more than that were I'm looking at it, 16 in the top 16 picks. How many guys played more than 2 years of college ball that were college players? Not many, right? I mean, I'm looking Edie and Devin Carter, and that's it. Khalil Ware played 2. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think part of it was age. Being 23 and a half didn't help Dalton Knecht's case. I also think from what I just got off the phone with a couple NBA GMs, and one of them said to me that the agent might have overplayed his hand a little bit. And that tends to happen now. These guys don't want to work out like they used to. If they do work out, they're going 1-0. But a lot of the agents, frankly, are overplaying their hand. And then it comes down to it. And you're sitting there and you're like, I didn't really have a chance to sit down with him or get him in. He doesn't really want to be here. And then you look at, too, like the teams, like Daryl Morey at 16. That's not the type of player that Daryl Morey's going to generally take at 16. He should have instead of, to me, Jared McCain. Khalil Ware, the Heat at 15. I'm shocked that they didn't take Dalton Knecht because I think he could have helped them. Like a bunch of these teams, I think he could have certainly helped. But, if I'm LeBron, Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick, I'm ecstatic because I have another guy. Now, he can't guard. That's the only issue, right? Like, he can't guard, and they don't have great perimeter defense right now with the Lakers. So that worries me. But you weren't going to get an overall great play. Like, I thought maybe Terrence Shannon at that point. But to me, Dalton Knecht at least gives you another weapon offensively and a guy who's older who can help you right away.
Yeah, with the Heat, I get it. They got Tyler Hero. They don't really need another guy that's kind of in that mold. The Sixers, as a guy that kind of lives right around Philly now, I would have liked to see them take Dalton Knecht, but I get it with Jared McCain. If you're buying him as the second best shooter in this class with some upside, I get it. Like Sacramento, they targeted Devin Carter in large part because of what he can do defensively. The Oklahoma City Thunder, like they're drafting a guy, Nikola Topic, that can basically replace Josh Giddey, who they just traded away. So they needed that kind of
what about the Bulls? I would have taken him at 11 with the Bulls.
Yes, that was the one where I was like, I kind of a little bit of a head scratcher. I thought that would have made more sense to get Dalton Knecht there. But you know what? They must have watched our Field of 68 live mock draft, because I took Modest Buzelis for the Chicago Bulls with the number 11 pick. Yeah, that's what it was, man. They must have. They paid attention to me.
You guys are the same person.
Yeah, that's basically the problem. It was names that you can't pronounce. The GM there wanted to be able to get someone whose name he couldn't pronounce. Dalton is too easy to say. That's part of why I slid. I think it's a perfect fit, though. You're going to give me a guy that was arguably the best catch and shoot guy, run off of a screen guy in this draft class, and let him go get coached by JJ Redick. If you're Dalton Knecht, like I am doing jumping jacks with where I landed. You got like feeding you the ball, right? You got JJ Redick, a guy that knows how to put you in situations to be successful better than anybody else. You got 80 behind you to be able to erase all the mistakes you're going to make defensively. I think he landed in a great spot. He's going to be playing in the playoffs next year. He might even be starting.
Yeah, no, again, I think that one fell into Rob Pelinka's lap. And, a year after taking Jalen Hood-Schifino at the same spot, who wasn't quite ready, I think at least you're getting a guy now who can impact today. And that's my problem in this draft, where I don't think there was a huge talent, difference. There just wasn't a huge talent disparity in this draft. I felt like more teams should have went for fit than did. There were some there were some teams that did, and then there were some teams that, again, like Chicago and Buzelis, I just didn't think it was a fit at all. First of all, he's back home. I'm not sure that's the best thing for Modest, number one. Number two, he's young. Now, he can shoot. He shot like crap last year. He's a much better shooter than he displayed last year with G League Ignite. But I just don't think he's ready. And if I'm Chicago, like, I need to win a little bit more now, or just completely rebuild, tear it down if you're Reinsdorf. One or the other. But I don't think Modest helps you very much today or in the next couple of years, because he can't guard you right now.
Thanks for watching the Field of 68 After Dark. Make sure to hit that like button.